Hello and welcome, everybody. We should be live. I'm going to run through real quick and say some hellos in the chat. But first, thank you, Chattanooga Ed, for being here. And the lovely Miss Fever is our special guest this week. Took a little convincing, but she's here. So please make her feel welcome. She's finally agreed to come on a live stream. In the chat, as far up as I can go, we have Lefty3213A, Dragon Lair, Pegasus Arena, BCFR Aquatics. Lots of fun back and forth going on. Bill Witt, Lance Jones, Fish and Tanks, Young Fish Aquatics, Griffith Fish Room, Chevy Fish, Streetwise is here with us. Punchy Paints. Pam, I'm still working on getting your art framed up. I started to get frames, and I said I don't want to really tear the calendar apart, but I think I am going to piece out the pages and just hang those all individually. But thank you for being here. Let's see. There's Pegasus Arena again. Herp Diversity. All right. Moonstone Aquatics. There's Kim. I knew Kim was in here. I was talking to her. She's been out playing some Pokemon Go. Let's see. Oh, jumped on me. There's Tiffany White. Let me go back up here because it jumped past a couple of super chats. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody on the way down. I'm set up a little differently than normal so that she's also able to see the chat. And it is throwing me off just a little bit. We have got the Zen Ginger with the $2 super sticker, the big red arrow saying she is here. And then, do you want to do the super chats? You want me to do the super chats? I always do super chats. Me? All right. I will continue on with it. Lefty3213A also throwing down the $2 just to let us know he's here as well with the big red here arrow. Thank you both very, very much. Really do appreciate that. See, Mr. Fish Sir Vinoxky's Tanks, Lori Vinker. I think I said Tiffany White. I know I saw her roll in here. Lots of awesome people. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. And there's another $2 super chat I'll grab here in just a second. Hey, Larry D's Tanks and more. I'm going to give away tonight a piece of River Life art on one of these cards. Here is the caveat to that. I ended up with two of these. Like an idiot, I framed the wrong one. So if you're okay with it saying, there we go. James, thanks for having a special note to me on the back of it. You're welcome to enter for that. But in order to get the other one out of the frame, I would literally have to rip the frame apart the way I mounted it just to make sure it wouldn't fall off the wall, and I'm not doing that. So if you want to enter, and that just adds lineage to it, you can say, hey, look, I got this from Fish Room Fever. It's even, addressed specially to him. You're welcome to enter for that. That is going to be #art to enter that giveaway. I did that hashtag not just because it's a piece of art, but also that's what I've been focusing on the past couple of days, getting a lot of artwork framed up. I got my Dr. Black art framed and hung. I got a whole bunch of River Life art framed and hung, some multi-tank addiction stuff. And then also my youngest one who just turned 7, he's been doing a bunch of art. And I know he's in the other room watching, so I'll show that off here in a little bit. But let me go back up here and grab this real quick. Fantastic Freaks with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much, my friends. Hello, Miss Fever. Have a good weekend, everyone. I appreciate that. Just throwing $2 out there to say hello. Gotta love it. Thank you, Fantastic Freaks. So if you do have questions for any of us, Miss Fever, or either of us, but Lord knows you talk to Ed and I on twice a week. So any questions, feel free to throw the @FishRoomFever out there, and I will grab those out of the chat. Let's see. Moonstone says, I'm not okay with it, James. Fix it, please.
If they were both famous and dead, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. Oh, in reference to the rack art, I got you.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to see me smash a picture frame, I think we can do that. But there's definitely going to be some breaking of a picture frame to get it down because it is sealed to the wall. So I'll tell you what, I would be willing to do that if you win. Let me know when we get to that point, which we're not going to do that just yet. We'll do that here in a little bit.
She said, just kidding, just kidding.
Okay. But yeah, I would. The way that I attached them, I used double-sided adhesive and stuck the things to the wall. And so the only way to get it down is to break the edges of the frame off, pull the glass out, let the art drop, and then scrape the back off of the wall and remount it. But if that's what people want, and I do see the giveaway is working, so that's a plus. Let me get the live chat going back again, and I will. There we go. All right. And make sure I didn't miss anything else. There was a highlighted just from Kim saying hi. All right, Fish Tank Barn Mike with the dollar put emoji. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you crapping on the stream. Always a pleasure. I hope you enjoy, and I expect you to be lurking, and I do want you to know I appreciate the lurk. And there's Kim saying, just kidding. So yeah, we will get to that giveaway here in a little bit. Do also have an announcement. I finally get to reveal the name of what has been called the Big James deal this fall. That finally went through legally. So we'll get to that here a little bit. But first, we'll go through some questions, and then if we get through a Q&A and it slows down, I will talk a little bit about that other stuff. Psychedelic Hippocampus, good to see you. Says Fish Room Fever. Miss Fever, are you thinking of keeping another species of fish besides cichlids?
No, not really. Cichlids have always been my thing. And after they started killing each other, I was just kind of... I'd rather help him with his than set up my own at this point.
And we are going to be moving her cichlids into a 55-gallon tank just on the other side. You can kind of see the trim through there. So you'll get to see a lot of them in the videos because that's the filming area I've got set up is over in that corner. So you get to see more of them on top of that video being set up, which I was thinking about doing tomorrow, but it's Father's Day, so I might get in trouble. So we'll see. But I
am keeping my choice cichlids though.
Yeah, she's going to keep the premium, really, really nice ones that she loves. And I think that's a good decision versus just getting rid of the whole tank. That way she's got something that she still really, truly loves in the fish rooms. And you've still got the axolotls too. So
Now, she got a whole bunch from the big fish deal that are very rare.
mm-hmm.
They mostly killed each other.
Oh, they mostly killed each other? Well, bummer. I was hoping that maybe some of those, is it where they called jewel cichlids? Or,
they weren't the jewel ones because those are, I don't want to say more common.
The ruby reds?
Ruby reds, yes. Those were amazing.
Yeah.
Do you still have any of those?
I think I have 4 ruby reds left.
Oh, and my sister's calling me, and I can't take
He
that.
bought me like, what, 20?
It was something like that. It was
Like 20 of them, and I have 4 left.
Oh, bummer. Those things, when they become adults, man, they are fantastic.
Yeah, those were the main ones I had been asking for. So when those got killed, I kind of stopped caring a little bit.
yeah.
And then they got my Aurora and my Landia, and I'm like, I'm done.
Well, if you've got 4, hopefully you've got at least 1 female and 1 male, out of the 4. And nope. What do you got?
Mel.
Oh, bummer. They killed all the girls? Well,
The only female cichlid left is an OB, and she's vicious.
Well, she's got to be, I guess. Well, that's sure a bummer.
Kenny from Aquatic Marine is in here. Kenny, now be expecting some cichlids here in the next week to come on down there. It says, Miss Fever, I will get you a headset so you look as cool as the other 2. I did offer my headset. I think she didn't want to mess up her pretty hair, understandably. I'm not worried about mine. And Ed's got a bandana covering his beautiful do, so I'll get there. But thank you. I want to say, Kenny, thank you for being a member. I know you're on a different account than normal, so your member badge isn't showing. But thank you very, very much. Make sure you didn't miss anything else there. Thank you, Zen Ginger, for dropping the links for Chattanooga Ed. And also Miss Fever. She doesn't have any content up, but you never know.
Well, Shy, I've got a question for you. When did you guys both realize you liked fish? Like, was it before you guys started dating? Or at what point of your lives did it turn out that you guys were both fish lovers?
Well, he was actually already keeping fish. And the night I met him, he was telling me about his fish. So I was like, let me see your phone. I want to see him. And then he had so many tanks and they were so pretty. And then I'm like, okay, so when do I get to go see him? So he took me over about a week later.
Mhm.
Yeah, about a week later, and I saw the tanks. And I'm like, that's it. I need this.
And
That's awesome.
then we had like an 8-year hiatus where we didn't have any tanks.
Yeah, after the rock got one.
Yeah, and then I got the one, and it became an addiction again. I caught the fever, and fortunately, she was still, up for it then. Pega's sister Rena says, "Fish Room Fever, your wife is super pretty. Thank you for this subscription, Miss Fever." I got to tell you the other day, she said thank you for subscribing to her. Well, thank you very much, Rena. I definitely agree.
It was actually the yellow tang. That's what made me fall in love with your tanks, was
Yeah.
the yellow tang. Of all things, and he had a lot of fancier fish. It was the yellow tang that was like, oh my god, this is beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, you like cichlids. Well, do you like saltwater also then?
I do. That was actually the original deal. Was he was going to get his piranha tank and the pleco tank, and then I was supposed to get a saltwater predator tank. And then we went down to Aquatic Marine, and there was a big snowflake eel. And I was like, I have to have it. And then we couldn't put anything with it, of course, because she would have ate it all.
Yeah, we tried a couple of different things, and that particular eel was not having it.
And then we found the Tessellata. And so that was the trade-off, is I took the snowflake, I got the Tessellata, and he gets all this. Plus I took a big tank for the cichlids, but
tell us what a tessellata is.
it is a very, very large eel. She'll get about 6 foot in captivity. In the wild, she can get up to 9 or 10. You can't have anything with her, but she's really pretty. She's white. She's got like the brown spots, and I love her mouth because you can see her teeth.
Yeah. For all of the members, I know there are some members that have joined after that, and thank you to all of you. There is a video on there of when I was doing a water change one day. I threw it on the members only part because it wasn't really YouTube worthy, if you will. It was just a couple minutes of doing a water change, but people had asked about her. So if you're new and you missed that, that is on there for you to go back and check out whenever you'd like to.
We also did a live stream with her in there with the eel. Well, we also have a live stream with Shy too, a long time ago. We've had some good.
Yeah, I did the unboxing.
Yep,
that's right. Yeah,
we did the unboxing, and I think you did a short little video of the eel.
Yeah.
Well, you make me feel really wimpy because I love live bears and corals. So, like, I like all the nice things. It seems like you like predators. Is there a reason?
It's just what I've always liked. I mean, even in dogs, I prefer the big dogs that get like the bad rep. Like, my favorite dog is a pit bull, which I think they're giant babies. Other people disagree. But like, this one would rather have a Yorkie, and I'm like, give me a big 90-pound pit bull.
I was about to say, so you looked for a rebel too until you said this guy would like a Yorkie. Sorry.
I maybe shouldn't have said that, but it's true.
We had, I think, 12 or 14 Yorkies at one point when I was a kid. I absolutely love them. I have no shame in loving those little guys.
Wow. I'm not for sure what a Yorkie looks like. They look like a little toy dog, don't they?
Pretty much Yorkshire Terriers, yeah.
Okay.
About this big, long brown and black hair. Most people carry them in their purse now.
Little bows on their head a lot of times.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, that's awesome.
I've just always liked the big, mean things. I think it's mostly because, like, you get these big, mean things, and then you find out that they're actually, like, really softies. Like even the piranha that everybody's scared of, you can stick your finger in there and they run from you.
Yep.
I like the things that don't fit the mold.
Lefty3213A, another awesome member. Thank you. Says, sorry to hear about your cichlids. Makes me worried about mine now. Glad to see you aren't leaving the hobby completely, though. Best of luck going forward.
Yeah, it can be tough when you lose some fish like that.
It can, especially when you care about them. But I know there are some other things that she's looked at and wanted, and that may just be more reason to transition over another tank to saltwater so that we can do, some tangs again or things like that.
Yeah, and I think part of it was I didn't necessarily take as good a care of them for a while as I should have.
Yeah.
I neglected them a little.
Well, tangs are super cool, but they're just complete horrible. They only eat plants, right? Herbivores.
Herbivores. No. Well, I mean, I've not had any issues with feeding tangs the standard food that you can get off the shelf, and they've got the seaweed or the kelp that you can clip in there for them to eat. So I've never had issues with that before. Hey, Chad Krotz, I appreciate you joining us. We've got a couple of people that have pits as well as a Yorkie or Yorkie poo. So yeah, you can. It's just like fish. There's that huge spectrum. Some people love both ends. Aquatic Marines, it's got to bounce, stay fishy. Kenny, have a wonderful day. Always great to see you. I appreciate you hanging out.
Yep. See you, Kenny.
Griffin Fisher. Go ahead.
Did you want to announce the name before he heads out?
No, I think I've talked to him about what it's going to be. So.
Oh,
Well, maybe that's why he popped in the beginning.
But let's see. Griffin Fishroom says, I'm getting Honduran Red Point Parrot Fishroom Fever. That is awesome.
Very cool. My chat.
I'm used to talking over Ed, so I'm trying to give you a chance to speak. So I'm not just, hey, come on here and let me.
If I have something to say, I'll jump over you.
This is very, very true. All right. I think we've got all the questions out of the chat thus far. Ed, do you have any other questions for Miss Fever?
Yes. Okay. Well, I know that we're supposed to mainly talk about fish, but you also love the Harry Potter, right? Is there any other movies other than the Harry Potter?
That's a hard question because there's not a whole lot of movies that I like. I'm not a movie person. I'm a book person.
Oh, that's cool. Well, what about the Fantastic Tales, or it's the
Fantastic Beasts?
Yes. Isn't that like Harry Potter, but pre-Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's the pre-story to the pre-story. They're good for what they are, but a lot of it's kind of slapped together in their shows.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't ask any questions about those then. But
I do like them because you get to see the Nifflers more, and I love the Niffler. But
I don't know what a Niffler is.
they kind of look like a platypus.
Yeah.
They're black and they have like a
steals
platypus
everything.
bill.
The thing that steals everything? Okay.
They're like children, except cuter.
Yeah.
And can they be invisible? Or are they just really good at hiding?
They're just really, really good at hiding.
Okay.
They're very sneaky.
See, I do pay attention a little to Harry Potter. And
I do like the Underworld movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those too.
I'm really a book person.
Yeah.
Well, the Underworld movies kind of threw me off because you thought the whole storyline was supposed to be about from the original one was the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ended up, he just kind of became not a main factor at all. And it was all about the girl that was like the werewolf hunter, right? And that was because she married the director.
I think that's just because Kate Beckinsale has such a massive following.
Well, yeah, and she's super hot.
Yeah, why do you think she has a massive following? Who doesn't want to see Kate Beckinsale in that tight leather outfit?
Yeah, well, and the werewolf guy was kind of stupid too. He's kind of a wimp. But
Yeah.
who is that chick?
It's Bellatrix Lestrange, as played by Helena Bonham Carter.
Okay, she was awesome in the one little bit that I saw. Is she a main character in one of the other movies?
She's pretty main character through all of them.
Oh,
I think she
I
comes
didn't know.
in and
Would you say plays a pivotal role but isn't entitled to a lot of screen time?
yeah.
Oh, I figured
Well, she gets a
was
lot
gonna
more
be
screen
ready.
time in 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
But she comes in 2. And then, or no, yeah. She comes in 2, you don't really see her in 3. And then in 4, she's kind of there, but in the background. And then 5, 6, and 7, you see more of her.
Well, I only saw, like I said, the very first one and the very last one. And I guess the last one was only half of the last one.
And I have the entire series I'm going to send with James for you.
All right, I'll try. I'll have to get like a really good pizza or something. And
Well, he's gonna make me watch Star Wars. So if I have to watch Star Wars, I'm pushing Harry Potter back on YouTube.
I've seen Harry Potter so many times, I think it's only fair to watch Star Wars. Real quick, somebody was asking what the art was about. It is one of these cards from Rack. There we go. The River Life YouTube channel. I ended up getting 2 from him. He's such an awesome guy. This one actually is written out to me. If you want the one that is not written out to me, I will have to break a picture frame to get it out, but I can send that one as an option as well. And we did have a question from Bill Witt, another awesome member sporting that badge there. It says, Miss Fever, did someone already ask about your dream fish?
My dream fish.
Mhm.
What would be my dream fish?
is there a Harry Potter fish?
Do you
No.
want-
I think my dream fish actually isn't a fish. It would be, there's the Dusky Rose Blushing Angel in here. And they actually don't breed in captivity. So I think my dream would be to have an entire tank of them. I can't think of one fish that I would have that same, except maybe the trigger that you can say that I can't.
Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua. Yeah, that one. The Hawaii steak fish.
Yep.
Lefty3213A. Awesome guy. $2 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. Says Star Trek is better. Don't at me. Winky face. I love some Star Trek. I grew up on Voyager and I enjoy the other ones as well. Definitely love some Star Trek.
I'll watch Star Trek. I just have a really hard time with Star Wars.
Well, and you see, I can totally understand because the original 3 Star Wars movies were great, and they just went off the track on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the next 3 I thought were horrible until they made the next 3, and then I thought, oh my god, the 3 before were actually good.
Becca's sister Rena has a question for Miss Fever. I know the answer to this one. I better. Favorite Harry Potter character?
You better. So who is it?
It would be Snape.
It would.
It's the one-
Followed by
your second favorite.
Harry Potter.
Severus Snape is my favorite, followed by Narcissa Malfoy.
Yeah, she's actually got a Snape in her Harry Potter tattoo. Not
I'm
that
like, I
there's,
don't know.
yeah, there's not a good way
really
to really. Well, that's
show
kind of
it.
comes across. There's a little Snape over the cauldron.
And then his Patronus and always. So definitely Snape, but I do love Narcissa too.
Let's see. We've got Joe Coffee. Good to see you, my friend. Says, Miss Fever, which would you rather have for a pet, a dog-sized shrimp or a shrimp-sized dog?
I'm gonna go with the dog-sized shrimp. because the shrimp sauce dog would just be terrifying for me. I would to touch it and break it. I'm not a very delicate person.
Well, a dog-sized shrimp would be delicious too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that.
There's HC Aqua. How you doing, my friend? I knew that the Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Pua would call him out and make him say something. It's like a good way to lure him out of lurking when you say it. Good to see you, brother. Let's see. GRB asking Lord of the Rings. Good to see you, GRB Aquatics.
I love Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings also.
I do. I love Lord of the Rings, but I like The Hobbit too, but I don't approve of some of the changes they made.
I concur. It was. I just didn't say the word I'm not supposed to say, so that's good. The Hobbit was a book this big, and they made it into 3 movies, and it added so much crud.
Fluff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was bitter, and still no.
Not to mention Tariel. Everybody loves Tariel, and I'm like, it's not a real thing.
Mike with the fish. I forget he took D off of the front. So Fish Tank Barn. Good to see you, Mike. Another awesome member. Says tanks do need some vegetable matter in their diets. Feed them sushi nori from the grocery store. I've not tried that from the grocery store. I know we always had it in kelp, seaweed, whichever. The Tang specific food along with the other stuff, and they always enjoyed it. Thank you very, very much, Mike. That is a good tip, and I will keep that in mind. Sushi nori. I'll probably have to ask you that again if and when we do get more tangs.
That'd be super cool if you got some tangs.
Hazel Lawrence, hello and welcome. A new name to me. I'm glad to have you here. Says greetings, Mr. and Miss Fever. Thank you very much for being here.
That's my Harry Potter group.
Okay.
Hazel Grace.
Okay.
So does he have? What was his name?
Hazel.
Hazel. Do you have a trivia question that can stump?
No. You do not get to ask Hazel because Hazel is in the UK. So they have the Philosopher's Stone to our Sorcerer's Stone because JK decided Americans were too stupid for Philosopher.
They have a different version over there.
They have a different version, so some of the stuff is different.
Yeah, so they're all snobby. Is that what we're saying?
I'm like, let me save my sanity. No.
They have different information over there than what we got in the books, apparently.
I kind of picked up on that when I was watching the new movies. That the British or European wizards didn't think too highly of us American wizards. And that just made me mad. But I bet you Harry Potter would like us, though.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Well, there was another question I saw. Oh, no Gryffindor. He's the Gryffindor.
She's Slytherin.
Oh, never mind. The original Star Wars only. I'm a Star Trekker, but I did that.
Absolutely. Joe Coffey says fake Harry Potter news. There we go. Dragon are saying the Asian markets carry nori and it's so much less expensive than the grocery stores. Good to know. And Cody sent the awesome moderator throwing out there. We got 46 watching, 35 likes. Come on, y'all, smash the thumbs up. Would be appreciated. As in Ginger saying, to be fair, we ate Tide Pods. Not us specifically, but American teenagers or whatever eating Tide Pods. So, but yeah. I'm going to take a look here and see how many people we've got eligible for the giveaway. And then I'll probably give you all, it is now 8 o'clock. I'm going to give another 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and do the giveaway for that River Life piece of art. And I can ship that anywhere, so it doesn't have to be U.S. only, which is why I didn't specify it.
While we're bringing up River Life just for a second, he has an amazing auction every Friday, and he is hilarious. It is so much fun to listen to him. It's like you're going to WWF horse race or something announcer. It's so much fun. And yesterday, my whole family was over at my sister's. We're waiting for the airplane, or waiting to leave for the airplane. So we just had like an hour to sit there and just sit. And so I turned up Rack's channel because my dad was enjoying watching, and I ended up winning art for my whole family.
Oh, nice.
So
Very, very nice.
But we got so lucky because all the normal people that are in there that bid big weren't there. So I was able to snipe things for whatever price I would throw out there. It was crazy.
You got to love that.
Yep.
So Bill Witt was asking, and I don't think I've ever asked you if you've had fish before we got together, but Bill Witt was asking, Miss Fever, how did you get into the hobby?
Honestly, through your tanks. Before that, I had some goldfish that I got from the fair and from church, and I kind of killed them.
Which is why they shouldn't give away goldfish at birthdays and fairs and things. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know anything.
No, absolutely. And that's what happens most of the time is they give them away as door prizes or, fair game prizes. And then you have something that you didn't decide that you were going to get and don't necessarily know how to keep.
Yeah, I got this really pretty goldfish. It had like the fancy tail.
Mhm.
I got it from church. I picked the one that I wanted. It was gorgeous. Took it home, put it in the bowl. Didn't know you had to aerate the water. And then, the water was getting kind of dirty, so I decided I was going to do a water change. I didn't know you had to condition the water. Went to bed, woke up, and there was my goldfish.
Yeah, the results had occurred, and that happens time and time again, unfortunately.
Yep.
The Zinginger saying Shy caught the fever. Yes, she caught the fever. And Mr. Fish Sir throwing out all the awesome member emojis. Very cool.
I think those events when they give out fish to children probably hurts our hobby more than anything else.
I agree completely.
The children fall in love with this fish and then it dies right away because they don't give any instructions or anything. It's so wrong for anyone to give a child a live animal. I mean, if you're going to give them a live animal, give them a jumping bean or something.
Right.
Don't give them a fish, a hamster, a bunny rabbit, a chicken, whatever. It's just. But that really hurts us.
I did get a bunny from church too.
Well, I believe it.
I took very good care of that one though. I knew how to do that one.
Well, we're mammals, so it's easier for us. I think because we got the idea that what they eat and stuff. But for fish, we don't live in water. We don't realize it.
Yeah, I don't even get in water unless it's a shower.
Hello.
I'm not the swimming pool lake person.
Right. Rich T and Gina French, hello. Thank you for joining us. Hat Trick Farm. Pugimus Maximus was asking, is it a hydro dip? I'm going to assume you're asking, this is one of his printed, what is that, a 3x5?
It's almost like a postcard.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a postcard. And it gives you so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But it also gives you the details on the bottom of it. It tells you River Life YouTube channel, studio, Mountain Home, Tennessee. And this original piece of art was done on a 10x20 acrylic on canvas. You can't really make it out on there. Again, I need to get an autofocus camera, but that's what all the fine details at the bottom are. Rena asking if I saw Bob Kaler joined you as a guest. Yes, I did. I thought that was very, very cool. I love seeing Bob walk around and show off his tank, so I enjoyed that.
This is a hydro dip.
It's upside down.
Whoops.
Not that it matters too much, but I figured I'd let you know.
This is called the Nocturnal River. And I bought it solely on the name. Well, actually, I didn't buy it. Rack gave it to me. But solely with the Nocturnal River name. I think it's Nocturnal River. and they're so neat. But yeah, that's a hydro dip, and then this one. I mean, he doesn't get this close, but I wish I could show you guys the textures in these things.
Yeah,
They're amazing. I highly recommend everyone go on to his Facebook page and jump on his auction. I mean, $10 is a starting bid. I bet you 90% of his stuff doesn't sell just because there's not enough people to buy it all. He has so much stuff. So he just goes, does anybody like this? Does anybody like this? You know, and just jump on any of them because they all look better when you get them at home. It's amazing.
Well, I have something that you, sir, do not have. I've shown a couple people because, as I mentioned lately, I've been doing a lot of art stuff. I was trying to find the original picture, but my youngest one, he's been doing a lot of painting. And basically what we've been doing is he'll pick a color, and then he'll go, okay, I want to do red. And so we'll Google red fish, and then he'll look through all the pictures of the red fish, and he'll go, okay, well, I want to do that red gourami. So I'll pull it up on the screen, and then he'll sit there and do his interpretation of it. So I'm super proud of him. He's super proud of him. But I have some of my own canvas art that I want to show off because he was like, he follows all of us and sees the stream. So he's like, I want to show my art. So there's his red gourami with the blue stripes and his little eye over there. But we ended up going to the dollar store earlier, and I think we spent like $40 on paints and canvases and things so that he could do more of that. And that's one of the reasons I quit my job was so that we could do stuff like that. And I could have time to do that versus working 6 days a week and never getting to spend time with the family.
And have your son just sell art for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Show him the grandma.
This is the one that the Zen Ginger kept trying to buy when I sent her a picture on Messenger. That's his.
Wow.
That is his, not zebra, dear God, his snowball pleco. So that's the one that he's super, super proud of.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
And then he did, Mike from the Fish Tank Barn is here. And there are a couple other saltwater people in here. But Arroyo Grama, that was his interpretation with the head being here and the back being there. So it is because that was when he said, oh, I want to do purple. So he did the canvas all purple. And I said, well, let's see what fish are purple. So, hey, Katie's almost living the dream. Zen Ginger wants to know, are we auctioning the pleco? I know Dom had mentioned it because he's like, well, how many dollars? And I'm like, well, I don't know. So we could. I'll have to double check with him real quick. Let me mute my mic.
He said you can auction it. You just have to meet his reserve.
Okay, which is not. He's 7, so his reserve is not crazy. He's a kid.
Will he be going for Legos or what? What's his thing?
His thing is art right now. We bought about 30 canvases in every color of acrylic paint that they had, and a bunch of brushes and stuff. And it's cool because with my new desk, we can sit here and he can do his art, and I can help him with that and get his colors and stuff out, and I can work on my stuff, or I can draw here, and we can actually spend time together. That was the point of me quitting, was to enjoy life and enjoy the family. So it's been really, really, really fun.
Well, that's super cool. Well, maybe
Lefty said I didn't get a pic. Lefty, I forgot. I don't know how I forgot that you were a huge art person, but it kind of eluded me. I forget that you're buying up all of Rack's art.
And Lefty wasn't there yesterday either, so just opened the gates for me. It was awesome. I felt so bad for Lefty because Pam, I know she was saving all of her money for her truck,
right?
To fix the truck. So I asked Rack, could I donate $20, like Rack bucks for Pam or through Pam, so she can pick out some art, buy some art. And Rack said, oh, We've just got a bid from Ed for Pam because she likes this piece. That wasn't the piece she wanted. That was Lefty's piece. So Lefty went from $10 to having to bid 21 to beat me. And I never got it conveyed to Brack on trying to get Pam the $20. But oh well.
Yeah, and let me see if I can turn this. You might see some mess, but there's my River Life art section there that I hung earlier.
Wow.
Finally got everything framed and up. So that's the River Life portion of the room. And then
I really like how the wood framed around that tank.
What's the wood? Huh.
I know it's probably just the stand that tank is on.
Oh yeah, that's
But
on my desk. That's on the desk that I used to have here. I'm going to get that tank moved, which is a video in and of itself. And then that's going to be my filming area. So I'll have the River Life art there. And then just to the right of the desk is at 55. So it'll be there. So it'll be a much nicer studio-y filming area.
Awesome.
Yeah. So people will get to see her cichlids more often. I know I shouldn't mess with the camera that much, but I wanted to show off the art.
Yeah, Gina got 6 pieces. It was her day. And she was getting them, and I was driving in the car, and there was like one that I really liked called Starry Night or something like Cloudy Night. And but I was just seeing spots. So I never could see the real auction, so I couldn't bid at all until I got to my sister's house. And she got that one. So that was a really good piece that she got. And I'm sure the other 5 are just as great. I just wasn't able to see them because my internet was so spotty just driving through the country.
All right. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Street, I was saying nice alignment on those cool art pieces. Thank you. I took a little bit of time trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to do that. Missed another question. See, this is why she's over here. Joe Coffey says, Miss Fever, what is the most compelling evidence that makes it so obvious that plecos are the best fish?
I actually got this one in the plecos mostly. Because, can we get the piranha? Yeah, but I want a giant pleco.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in the search for me a giant pleco, he found the bristlenose. And
Yeah, it's kind of her fault I fell in love with plecos because, you know, eight or so years ago, bristlenose weren't really a thing around here. It was just common plecos. And then I got back in and got the bristlenose. And I'm like, wait, there's all these plecos. There's blue ones and green ones and polka dot ones and striped ones and red-eyed ones. And
I still like just the common pleco.
so, yeah. And they are neat if you can house them appropriately and feed them appropriately. But
Sorry.
yeah, she's kind of to blame for the whole pleco frenzy.
My favorite pleco is that big white or yellow and gray one. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those gigantic ones. They look like a koi, but they're not. They get gigantic. I'll have to find out the name for you guys because I wasn't planning on saying that to everybody. But
I don't. The only ones that I knew of getting that big were just the common plecos, the Hypostomus plecostomus. But not to say there's not another one, but I don't know it off the top of my head, unfortunately.
oh gosh, Tropical Farms
Smoker's cough.
or I think it's Tropical Farms. They are a big cichlid ranch
Imperial
down in.
Tropicals.
Yes, thank you. He's got a whole pool of these great big giant white and gray guys. He took one to the aquatic experience, and I mean their scales almost look like they're koi scales,
Okay.
and they become monsters.
I'll have to look at those. That, you know, I love my plecos.
Yeah, doggone, I can show you that.
Moonstone Aquatics says, be right back. We're going to give it about another minute or so, and then we're going to do the drawing. You can. Texas Fish Room, which Nightbot will beat you to it. He'll throw it in the chat before we relay over the air.
No, we won't. Denny's here.
Texas Fish Room, good to see you. Says, wish my area had more plecos. Only see comments, but still have a few of them. Yeah, I've been really blessed. Aquatic Marine right up the road from me they get in all sorts of awesome plecos. They had 4 or 5 more plecos that I really had to fight this past time I was in there. I was like, that's a pretty butterfly pleco. That's a nice vampire pleco. There's a 3 beacon pleco. And I'm like, no, calm down. There we go. Dragonlair says Imperial Tropicals has those yellow giant plecos, Ed. I'm going to have to go look those up after the fact.
They are awesome. And the guy's super nice. He has a giant big beard. I met him. The thing is, though, he'll give you like a tour. You have to set up an appointment, but you got to buy some fish. He doesn't want just people coming to visit. So I was originally going to put his fish in my 200-gallon, and then I ended up getting the Geophagus from Get Gills. So I never ended up making my trip to Florida.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day in terms of like us running around and visiting places. But he did mention on his last live stream that they're not open again for tours yet, but they are open for by appointment customer pickup of orders. So who knows? Maybe eventually, when they open back up for tours, that's something we could check out.
Who's that?
Imperial Tropicals.
I don't know if they really do tours because I think it was always by appointment to pick up. Honestly, I mean, maybe he gives a couple, but
yeah. Well, I mean, they've done it before, but
okay.
Lefty 3213A says, "Okay, Shy, what's your Patronus?" King Cobra.
What's a
It's only
Patronus?
appropriate for Slytherin.
That's the, in layman's terms, the light figure that person. You want to describe it in technical terms? I was going to give it the layman shot for the fishy people that aren't Harry Potter fans, but I'm getting.
I always love.
I can feel it burning my face the way she's glaring at me.
Basically, your Patronus is a spell that you cast to protect yourself from the Dementors who want to eat your soul.
Yeah, but it's a representation of that individual.
Yes and no.
Like, which is why you're a King Cobra. Let's see.
I mean, yes and no. Everybody, very rarely do you see the same Patronus. Last I checked, there was over 500 recorded Patronuses.
Wow.
But they can take on different shapes of animals. You have to use like your happiest memory to cast it.
Well, you see, like, honestly, I've always loved the mongoose from Rikki Tikki Tavi.
What?
Yeah, a mongoose, because they kill cobras. And it's so bizarre. Rikki Tikki Tavi is an old story from probably way before you were alive.
So we've got 47 eligible users currently. Let me make sure nobody got unchecked because that happens sometimes with Nightbot. Looks like everybody that entered is eligible. So we're going to give it a roll, and Nightbot will throw it in the chat. Zinger says no mansplaining. It wasn't mansplaining. It was for people that weren't Harry Potter people. Plus, I like to get her flustered when I give my silly explanations of Harry Potter stuff. All right, so the winner is... Roll it.
Griffin's Fish Room.
Griffin Fish Room, congratulations. I'm sure you were here, but please let us know you were here and that you would like the piece of art that you entered to win. And if it's okay with the custom lineage of Rack dressing it to me, or if you want me to break the other picture frame and get you the one that I don't think has that on the back, but may very well also have that on the back.
I would make her break it.
Yeah, she would. Let me find my chat.
And Dragonlair says that he's always open for tours or filming. I didn't realize that. I thought he was trying to keep it a business. Or, well, I mean, still a business, but he is just a super nice guy. And I didn't mean anything negative whatsoever because I do enjoy watching his videos whenever I'm up and about and able to watch them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, I think it's right now to do with the sickness, as we've been calling it, the current state of everything. He's letting people do pickups, but he mentioned in his live stream they hadn't reopened tours yet. So But they'll get back there. Missed a couple things going through here. Pugibus Maximus asked, what's the coldest temp a pleco can survive in? Survive in, I don't know. And then that's also going to vary some based upon which plecos. I mean, because they do have some general differences between them. I don't, in terms of survival, I'm thinking like, Neocaridina shrimp under ice. Yeah, they can survive, but you don't want to do that. I would say, if I had to guess, that they can survive. I don't know. Again, it's going to depend so much on what kind of pleco. Is this like a 2.5 foot common pleco in an 8 foot deep pond? Or is this a pleco in a tank that, it got, the power's out and it dropped down to the 60s, it would be fine, I would think, for an okay period of time. But there's so many variables in that, it's hard to determine exactly what is a good or appropriate answer. Mob Guppy, hello, glad to have you.
Yeah, Mod Guppy is one of my favorite shows, and I've missed his last 3, and it's been making me mad. I noticed that I missed it yesterday. It was like 1:30. I was like, oh man.
Griffin Fishroom wants me to break the frame open and get the other one out.
I think he wants the frame and all.
Well, I can't give you that frame because it's literally attached to the wall. I can try and build you a frame and hope it doesn't get broken on the way, but the way that they've been handling things, my biggest concern would be that it gets smashed and the glass tears up the art. But I will say I use dollar store frames. But yeah, I'll see what we can do. If you specifically want the one that's in the frame that may not have the writing on the back, I can break that frame and get that out for you. If it's just a frame in general, I will try and package a frame with it in a way that even if the frame gets broken, the piece of art does not.
I have to clean my glasses so I can't see anything.
Gotcha. GRV aquatic singwink are less than mid-60s. Common plecos survive in zone 8B in deep water. 8B. Dragon Lair can answer that one. I can never remember the zones. He's always great with what zones things are okay in. And I can never remember what those zones are. The Zen Ginger saying, Shy, what's the best beginner cichlid that doesn't get too large, like a 55-gallon tank, other than dwarf cichlids?
I mean, do you want that to be the only cichlid in the tank? Do you want other cichlids with it? Do you want a peacock? Do you want an Mbuna? Do you want African? Do you want Central? I mean, me personally, I would do a Central and do maybe 3 Sunshine. Or, okay, we're going to have this 55 over here. The thing is, with African cichlids, anyways, you want to overstock. So, in it, I'm going to keep...
Now, is that to help with aggression?
Yes. And also for...
territory?
Not just territory, I can't think of the word, but you want more so they'll attack all the fish versus just a couple where they're
the spread out aggression.
Yeah. There's a particular word.
And there's Zen saying species only, probably.
We used to have this rule that was 30 years ago. We called the rule of 6, where if you had 6 or more, they generally could never pick one to attack, and so that everybody was always going in a circle, and it was more like a school, and they would generally just all chill out. And I don't know if the rule of 6 even if anybody even knows about that anymore, talks about that.
Well,
and
actually, the one thing is I have about 6 cichlids. I'm going to keep in this 55 over here.
Hello, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. We do say hi, but if we've got a bunch of highlighted questions, we go with those. Or if you put a highlighted hello, it picks up. But generally, we have so many people talking that if I interrupted the conversation every time a new person popped in, it would just annoy everybody watching, probably. But we try and say hi to everybody. Scully Fish, hello. While I'm stopped and saying hi's. Fish Whisperer Miles, good to see you as well. And
And this one over here, this 55, I'm going to put my red Frontosa,
Mhm.
my blue Frontosa, a Sunshine, red Frontosa, blue Frontosa, my Sunshine, a blue Dragon's Blood, and
the funny like HQ whatever number.
yeah, I think it's HP 44 or HZP 44. Yeah. Gonna put them. So I'm only gonna have 6 in there, and I'm hoping that'll help keep everything down. Plus, I'm gonna put my Vieja in there, but he's in the 110 right now.
I don't know that the
It's a
Vieja
big
will go in
Vieja.
there. We'll find another tank for him. He's just too big.
Is he though?
He
Because
is.
all he does is sit in that corner.
Yeah, but he's still, I mean, the tank's only inner dimensions, maybe 12 and a half, 12 and 3/4 front to back. You know, not including the trim, the actual inner dimensions.
You're right.
Lefty3213A says, so when's Shy going to do a Cichlids tips and tricks video?
I don't know. I don't like cameras.
Baby steps.
Like right now, I'm just sitting here staring at Ed, pretending I'm talking to Ed.
That's cool. What I've always been, I like little fish. You know, I'm a guppy guy. I've had some cichlids. Like Brad, Mr. Fish Stir says he's thinking about getting an Oscar. One of my something I'm terrified of with a big fish is hole in the head. And I know that if you keep your water clean and everything, it won't supposedly get hole in the head. But I'm terrified of hole in the head. Have you ever had any fish get hole in the head?
I have not.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have.
Only ones I've ever had an issue with were in salt water and bought them that way. So that was years ago.
Well, we had the Achilles tank, but that is
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
But we have the 3 Oscars in there right now, and aside from the full-grown Oscar eating his catfish, I haven't really had any problem.
Do you still have that black skirt tetra in there with your cichlids?
No, we kept her in the 40 breeder.
Okay. It was pretty funny, folks, because when I went to visit, she had was it Oscars and the Jaguars are in a separate tank.
There's an Oscar, my Vieja, and a couple of Jack Dempsey's, I think.
I think so.
That's what it was. Yes. Well, and they're all good sized fish swimming around in this tank, and one little black skirt tetra swimming around with them all. And how that fish didn't just was somebody's lunch one day, I don't know. It was amazing.
Well, we dropped a few more electric blue Jack Dempsey's in there, and one of the Jack Dempsey's went after the tetra, and the Oscar and the Vieja ran it off. They protected that tetra. That was their pet tetra.
Their little buddy.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. Very cool.
So yeah, thank you. A couple people mentioning you can type the @FishRoomFever and it will highlight for me. The hashtag FishRoomFever shows on the computer, but it will not show on mobile. So I do see it in here when I'm looking at the laptop. I see it, but I know a lot of times people have used that to say hello to me when I'm just in the chat on my phone, and I've missed it before. So if you've ever done that and I didn't say hello to you, my apologies, but that's because it doesn't actually turn orange on my phone. Possibly an Android thing. I don't know. Let's see. I think we got all caught up. I appreciate all of you being here. We got about 30 minutes left. We've got 47 watching, and let me move this over. 47 likes. You all are awesome. Thank you very, very much for that. I don't think I missed any questions. If I did, and who knows, Lefty, maybe we can get her to do a cichlid tips and tricks videos where she simply narrates the tank while I film it after we get the cichlid tank set up, and she can tell us about what's in there when I do that
Yeah,
video.
there's the other thing. I have really shaky hands, so
Well, I've got a gimbal.
you know how bad my hands shake. Y'all will have a seizure trying to watch it.
Is that a Red Bull you're drinking?
No, that is the Neurofuels.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm shaky because I drink so many Red Bulls.
Oh yeah.
I'm
No.
sorry.
No, I've always shaked.
Okay.
All right.
Started when I was like 9.
Oh man.
So
Well, everybody's different. That's what makes it special.
the name of the event coming to Knoxville, Tennessee on October 3rd and 4th is Aquaticon. So plan to be at Aquaticon 2020 in Knoxville, Tennessee on October 3rd and 4th. Make sure I'm not missing. Okay, that's an old super chat that's stuck up from before on StreamYard. I want to make sure I didn't miss somebody. So that was the other big announcement. Finally, I got to reveal that. Very happy with that and glad that that was able to be captured by the silent partner. So coming soon, maybe you'll get to find out who the silent partner is. But there's the information on that. It's going to be a blast. We're having weekly meetings right now in terms of setting up.
And this is just the first one ever.
Yeah.
So come to the first one because, like, in 20 years, you can say, yeah, I was at the first one.
Yep, that's
When it's
exactly it.
huge.
We've already got people, like, of course, I'm going to be there. Ed's, I'm sure, going to be there. River Life has said he'll be here. Bob Kaler, I would hope, can make it. Ginger Graves has said she got the time off to come out. Steenfod Aquatics, John and Lisa from KG Tropicals, and a lot more people. Lots and lots of awesome fish tubers going to be there. Lots of awesome stuff going on. We're going to do a full reveal, if you will. I'm going to let the silent partner do that on their end with all the details. Hopefully the
I'll
first
be
week
there
of
hiding in
July.
the corner.
It's going to be fun stuff. Aquamate stream live in 30 minutes. Thank you very much, Zen, for posting that. So I guess while we've come to a slow down point, because I didn't want to derail the chat, unless anybody else is interested in this, Zen, I will get with you after the stream, and we'll just do it that way. If there's anybody else interested in it, by all means, speak now, and we can throw it up for auction.
You don't
Yeah.
want it.
Well, would you like me to? Is there an opening bid?
If we want to do an auction, we can open it up at $5.
There's a $5 bid. Does anybody?
There's a $5 bid, and
have
this is so. This was a mix of acrylic and washable. However, I have sprayed it with a matte finish that has got it waterproofed and set, so it will not run. It is. I wasn't prepared for all this. Fortunately, I always keep a tape measure at my desk. Ha ha! Funny jokes. I see them coming in the chat already.
Probably 5x7.
6 inches by
4 by
8
6.
inches.
Oh,
6
8.
by 8.
That's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
And it's even autographed by the artist, Dom.
And all proceeds will go to him to buy more art or more art supplies, probably.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Zen Ginger 50, Lefty $51. Oh, my goodness. Dom, I know you're watching this. I hope that you're having fun because he's got it turned on in the other room watching. The Zen Ginger with $54. Gina French with the $10 super chat. Thank you very, very much, my friend. Says, nice to meet and see you, Shy.
Nice to meet you. I talk to her all the time.
See, that's awesome. Not only a member, but an awesome
It is a
contributor.
snowball pleco.
Yes, it is a snowball pleco. So it's, well, like I said, it was done partially with washable paint, partially with acrylic because that's what he had yesterday. But I have sprayed it with some art It's
I
a
love that living room.
it's a paint that I use anyways, but basically it puts a matte coating on it that waterproofs it, so it's not, if it gets wet, it's not going to go, oh, it's washable and mess up. Not that you want to get your art wet.
55.
Lefty's at 55. So I guess Ed, you've been to a
Yep.
lot of these art auctions. Do you want to run that part of it?
Sure. Whoa, Zen Ginger coming in with 58. That is going to make a little boy so happy that you're doing that. I don't know if we want to go on forever with this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go. I'm going to start doing a countdown.
Yeah.
So, Lefty comes in. Oh, Priscilla comes in with 60, beating Lefty at 59. So it's going to Priscilla. And I guess I should, I don't know how slow I should go because I am at a 15-second delay. Lefty at 61. Let me go to the main screen so I'm seeing things a little bit faster.
Zit Ginger said stop at 65. I thought at first she said stop it at 65. I think normally they use like a phone timer. I'm not.
Zen Ginger 65. And you know what? I unpopped my chat and now it's been lost. So
Do you want to say
There
hi
we
to
go.
everybody?
So it's 65, and I'm going live here. So it's going once.
We've got Lefty at 69. Do you want to hold it up for everybody?
65. Oh, Lefty's at 69. I haven't got that one yet. I think I'm still behind. Yep, there's Lefty at 69.
Hang on, baby.
Okay, Lefty at 69 going once. Going twice. Are you gonna have
Zen's
this
at 71.
be a 69?
I think
That's
he's
a
got a
song.
delay. Yeah, Zen popped in at 71 before you're going twice, did.
Awesome. You know, 75 was my football number. If anybody would love to bid that, that would be super cool. But we can go at 71. It's a good number. Going once. Wait, it says Ed stop. Going twice. And then I'm at a delay. Do you see anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, sold at $71 to Zen. Thank you, Zen. That was
Thank
so
you,
nice.
And that will make his day. I will tell you when he because he said you should show everybody. I'm like, well, if I show everybody, they're probably going to try and buy it. And he said, well, what's a good price? And I said, well, I mean, that's up to you. And he said, well, I want 1527. That was his reserve. So that's why when I said he put a reserve on it, but he's a 7-year-old. So yeah. So that was, I want to clarify that. I thought it was sweet, but thank you very, very much, Zen. That is going to go towards a lot more stuff. I've got him stocked for now, but he will literally paint all day long.
He wanted 1527, so he could go get more stuff.
Yeah. So
He said, if I get 1527, I can get 15 things from the dollar store.
I think we may go get him an easel / build him a nice easel if he wants.
He had an easel.
Yeah, but that's little.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants now, though. If he wants a nice one, I'll build it.
I love this one.
I like that one. I also like the other one too. That one's really neat.
Oh, the saltwater fish?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it
did you tell them his secrets in them?
Oh, no, I didn't. So I think that he repainted over it in this.
It's right there.
Okay, so like you can't see a whole lot of he just turned 7, so his big thing is 7 now. So, and you'll see it when you get it probably, Zen, but he like put 7 in there. And then on this one, he went down at the bottom and he put 7 dots specifically for his age. And he does that on all of his stuff. Yeah, it says 7 somewhere.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Seven in the purple one.
Yeah.
Secret messages. That's super
Yeah.
cool.
I thought that was funny. Zen Ginger, congratulations and thank you. She's probably going to yell at me because I showed it in Nickel auction, but I know that she's an awesome person.
She
loves
is.
it. So thank you very much. If you've got any more questions for Miss Fever, please throw those in the chat with @FishroomFever. Streetwise saying make sure you scan it before you send it. I've got some really, really high quality, like 33 megapixel pictures of it. I'm going to get some really nice pictures of it. That way I can print him out a copy so he can have it, since that's his like first official piece of art, if you will. I guess I could stop that from going across there since we did the giveaway. I just realized that was still on there. But I've got Griffin's information for the giveaway, and Zen, I have your information still. If not, I'll get that from you after the stream, and I will get that, not tomorrow because it's Sunday. Excuse me, I'll get that sent out first thing Monday morning. Let me see. I can't get rid of this stinking banner. Hide. There we go. Now it's gone. GRB Aquatics asking, Fish Room Fever, is that the same young guy that gave the awesome fish room tour in your early vids? Yes, that is. That is. He gave Bob Kaler a nice tour when they came over, and I think Bob had to take it down. Not really had to, but elected to back when the whole COPPA thing was going through, or COPA, just because of being worried about having a violation of the new Child's Online Privacy Protection Act. Miss Fever has found something funny. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, he'll have 7 $10 bills. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, and if you buy any like expensive type things for the art, or like if you need anything, Hobby Lobby and Michael's both honor the website. And you go there and you can get 50% off of one item. So every time you go in there. So if you'd actually buy an easel instead of build one, you can get them for really good prices, or, you know, maybe later when he's older and wants bigger stuff.
And I may do that, but he may honestly want something like the fold down table I built here, built into the wall next to it. I gave him an entire section over there for all of his art supplies, because we just have fun. It's been a blast. And that's part of why I don't have a video out. I'm sorry, but it was, you know, I have more fun doing that. So I've got one I'll be getting out soon, but I've been spending family time.
I painted today.
Nice. I think my nose is probably still blue. I hope I got it earlier. She's like, you got blue on your nose. I'm like, oh, well.
You still do.
Here we go. Question from Lefty says, what magical artifact / object would you want from Harry Potter?
Like, if I could actually pick one and it worked.
Mhm.
It's gonna sound so lame, but I would really want the golden snitch.
There you go. The golden snitch.
I mean, I know it sounds lame because there's the port keys and the cursed opal necklace and blah blah blah, but I think it'd be really fun to play with the golden snitch.
Is there a goldfish that poops gold?
I wish.
That would be
Yeah.
I can get me a niffler and he can go steal the gold for me. I'd love to have a pet niffler.
Mr. Fish, they're saying Mr. Zen probably would have bid against Zen Ginger.
That's what made me lose it.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. And thank you very much, GRB Aquatics, saying that you are a very talented young guy, Dominic, because I think he's still out in the other room watching. But I don't know that he catches all of the chat. Pegasus Rena asking if Miss Fever can friend her on Facebook. Have mom questions, love to ask her advice on.
Well, if you want to find me on Facebook, go to Fish Room Fever, go to his friends, type in Shy, and you'll see me.
There you go.
My name is not very clever. It's a play on words. Shy Gal. It's also a play on my name. It's not extremely clever, so if you want to see me, that's how you can find me.
Priscilla MK with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Priscilla. Said, I am sending an easel and some supplies. Got to support the new artist. Thank you very much for that, Priscilla. Speaking of which, Priscilla will be our guest next week on the Saturday Night Fever show, with hopefully some big announcements ready to come out then.
I might have to come sit in for that one.
Well,
Priscilla,
you can take over. You might do a better job than I do. But thank you very much, Priscilla, for the $5 super chat.
I would not want a time turner.
Would not want a time turner. Oh yeah.
No, too much can go wrong. You can like literally kill yourself with a time turner. I'm good.
It's probably why I want one.
But Pegasus Arena says a wand. A wand would be nice, only if it works. If it's functional, yeah, give me a wand. This guy might hate me when I hit him with Crucio 57 times a day.
She
But
was
I take
she was
one.
trying to do it the other day. Fortunately, she didn't have a functioning wand. But yeah, so that would scare me a little bit. I'm gonna need a wand too. So, but yeah, thank you again, Priscilla. And I'm looking forward to having you on next week and to discussing some of the things that we've been talking about. It's going to be very, very, very cool.
I'm very surprised to see that, Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher said the Elder Wand. Ooh. Hey, you said you wanted to come on. I mean, that's it. Priscilla's canceled next week.
Oh no, Priscilla's coming on, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk to her.
There you go.
She doesn't have a choice anymore. Sorry. Now I'm gonna get all sorts of ugly text messages. What do you mean I don't have a choice?
I'm guessing that Brad has watched Harry Potter also.
Absolutely. I've got nothing
Or read
against. I've got nothing against the movies. I'm just not a huge fan like I am with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, it's like Lord of the Rings is for grown-ups, and Harry Potter is for advanced.
Well, I mean, in that case, just let me stay again. But I do like the Lord of the Rings series too, a lot. Like if I had to pick a movie series, I said Underworld earlier. I didn't think about Lord of the Rings because to me that's a book series. But if you want to count it as a movie series, then yeah, it'd be way up there.
I'm gonna guess this is gonna be two separate answers. Lefty's asking your favorite Harry Potter book / movie.
Two separate answers, yeah. My favorite book is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. My favorite movie is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Because the Prisoner of Azkaban is the closest to the books. Still different, but it's the closest.
I like how Harry Potter lived under the stairs. I thought, boy, I would like to have a room like that.
Right? I
He's a
might need it. At this rate, I'm going to have one. Priscilla MK says that she is coming on and that I am canceled. So next week will be Chattanooga Edge with Priscilla MK and Miss Fever. I'm going to go hang out and drink a few while I watch the stream. Let me see. I want to get in here real quick and say thank you to everybody tonight. Congratulations, Griffin Fish Room, for winning the piece of River Life art. And thank you / congratulations to the Zen Ginger for the art auction win on the very first piece from Little Fever, Dominic. What?
Was that? No, never mind.
Oh, I'm just trying to get this pulled up here. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Eric.
So Dominic is Little Fever. What's the little one? Tiny Fever?
I'm not allowed to use bad words on
My
the
phone
air.
died.
Oh, your phone died. Okay. So
Nibbles.
yeah. Miss Fever just lost audio because her phone died and we didn't have an audio splitter, so she's been listening otherwise. So she can't hear you anymore, Ed, but I can relay any questions from you, or I can give her the headset.
Ask her what the average amount of. Ask her what the most amount of stairs are.
How am I going to take over your stream completely?
I'm just the tech guy.
He can just use paper and a marker.
He's done it before.
I know.
Only with a marker in the fish tank, but
Okay, guys, just to prove how big of a fan Shy is, I bet you she'll know this answer. How many staircases are there in the Harry Potter castle place? School.
there are 142 staircases in the Hogwarts Palace.
And what is the longest, like what has the most steps?
The tower, the astronomy tower, has the most individual steps in the staircase at 149 steps.
Is there also a small steps? Or maybe that's too
There's
obscure.
the 6 small steps that are leading up to Professor Flitwick's podium.
So there are 6 months. Wow. See, you guys, if anybody has anything, you only have 10 minutes to try to stump her. She knows about steps.
Well,
What
you're
is Harry
gonna have
Potter
to read
owl's
them
name?
to me because he moved it over there and I can't read it.
What is Harry Potter's owl's name?
Hedwig.
Did it ever die?
Yes.
Oh
It
my
died
god.
in the battle of the 7 Potters. It was
Was that a movie?
the Battle of the 7 Potters happens in the Order of the Phoenix, which is also when Fred dies. Spoiler alert. But they used it as a they used it to signify the end of Harry's childhood.
Well,
Hedwig died with the last of his childhood innocence, and he had to grow up and beat Voldemort.
wow. Okay, well, Voldemort is the person, the voice, or the name we don't speak of, right?
Yes.
You know where I
Voldemort,
learned
you
that?
know who.
Do you know where I learned that? From The Office. So I guess you get information from all sorts of places. Crazy. Well, let's see, is there any Harry Potter or any more? Okay, here's one from Joe Coffey. Lord Vader or Lord Voldemort?
It's going to be Snape's spell.
Well, I've actually never seen Star Wars, so it's easily Lord Voldemort for me.
See, I don't know
Which
who's Lord
I'm probably gonna
Voldemort.
get kicked out for that. So
I don't know.
it's Vader for him.
It's not my stream anymore at this point.
I don't know who Voldemort is, but I would have to go with Vader because he could just choke him out. Does Voldemort have a throat?
Favorite spell.
A throat, yes. A nose, no.
Yeah.
My favorite spell used in the movies. My favorite spell used in the movies is Pierre Totem Locomotor, just because Minerva McGonagall really showed how badass she is right there. But I also love Sectimus Emperor, which you got a sneak peek of Harry using it on Draco. And yes, it was invented by Snape, but it turns your wand into an invisible sword and you can cut people from the other side of the room. Like, what's not to love?
Can I jump in here real quick?
Mhm.
Yep.
Pam Money with a $10 super sticker with the cheerleader. Pam, it is good to see you. If I'm sure a lot of you all probably don't recognize Pam. She's not so much in the fish group, but she has got a wonderful, just inspirational and positive vibe channel that I absolutely love going over and hanging out with Pam. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I appreciate you dropping by and throwing that $10 super chat. Sorry I had to leave your stream earlier. Yeah, she's just a good place to hang out and have fun when you're feeling kind of down. She gets you smiling again. So
That's all. You know, I was hoping to do that.
which one did? Hold on a second.
I'm done. I'm
I
done.
missed something. What did I miss? Was it Streetwise? Streetwise says Fisher of Fever. You know, Die Hard is a Harry Potter movie. The protagonist runs around a tower hiding from Alan Rickman. Oh my goodness! Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a prequel.
You've killed Miss Fever now. Yeah, that was before the before he went to Hogwarts, I guess.
Before he got back.
Yeah. Was it undercover work as a Muggle?
But
Well,
Lefty
I
agreed.
mean, you know, Snape was half Muggle.
Lefty does agree that Vader would win. And Lefty's really smart.
That's
He
so
lives in
great.
Connecticut.
Oh, I think Streetwatch is my new favorite person now.
Oh, that's great. So we've got about 5 minutes left. I do want to run through and say thank you to all the super chatters real quick before we get any further. Here we go. We have the lovely Zen Ginger with the $2 red arrow dropping in at the beginning, followed by Lefty 3213A, also throwing out that red arrow just to let us know that he was here. How could we not? Thank you, brother. Fantastic Freaks threw a $2 super chat out saying, have a great weekend, everybody. Mike with the fish tank barn pooping on the stream with $1. Mike, thank you, brother, for that. Lefty 3213A again say Star Trek is better with the $2 super chat. Gina French throwing $10 down just to say nice to meet and see you, Shy. Thank you very much, Gina French. Priscilla MK with the $5 super chat saying she's sending an easel and some supplies for the little one / new artist. Thank you all very, very much. And it's not on here because I pulled it up first, but of course, the lovely Pam Money. I keep forgetting you changed the Pam M to Pam Money, but Pam Money throwing the $10 super sticker in there with the cheerleader Pam. Again, thank you very much, and it's always a pleasure to see you around here. And most of those people were also members. Thank you, everyone, very, very much for the super chats. Thank you to all the members. You all are greatly appreciated. It certainly helps with the channel in terms of YouTube and how they see us. So, it lets them know that we're serious and we're here to stay and we're doing big things. Moonstone Aquatics, Kim with the $20 super chat saying, am I too late? Winky face. Another awesome member. Just throwing $20 out there just to ask if she's too late. Kim, thank you very, very, very much. Moonstone Aquatics, who is also said not just a member, she's also got a channel. Most of these people on here, keep in mind, have channels. Go check out the people you see in the chat. I mean, there's so many awesome people, and like I said, it doesn't always have to be fish people. All of us have other things we enjoy. Obviously, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star Trek. Sometimes you just need a good place. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Sometimes you just need a place to hang out and be in a good mood. Thank you, Pam. And then the Zen Ginger, who already won the art auction at $71, throwing another $5 super sticker out with the cute little Star Fox saying bravo. Thank you very much, Zen. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I guess I will turn it over to Lefty3213A with the $3 Super Fox sticker. Bye, 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 bye. Very cool. Thank you very much, Lefty. Ed, I'll let you say anything you'd like to, and then I'll turn it over to her, and then I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody using the fox because that's my favorite. I love the fox because it looks like a cat. But yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you, Shy, for letting us quiz you and have fun and pick your brain. And next time, Shy, I'm going to come up with the ultimate question that will destroy you.
Good luck.
Okay.
I love the challenge.
Do you want to catch the last one there?
Chad Krotz with $4.99 fun stream. It's nice to meet you, Miss Fever. Star Wars all the way. Well, it was nice to meet you too. I'm gonna eventually watch Star Wars. I have a feeling I won't have a choice between these two gentlemen. So yeah, I'll let you know how I feel about that at another point.
Chad, brother, thank you very much. Again, another awesome member. I appreciate that. And throwing the $5 super chat out. To all of the lurkers, the question askers, everybody that's participated tonight or just hung out in the background and listen to this, I appreciate you all being here. I love you all very much. Y'all are a huge part of my life, like it or not. So I always enjoy spending time with you all and getting to talk to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for welcoming Miss Fever. Ed, thank you for being here. Let's go over and let's get a link in the chat real quick. There we go. Aquamate's live stream going next.
Hashtag good day. Good day.
Is he asking about hashtag? I'm reading his lips.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's do hashtag Miss
Oh,
Fever.
you're talking to me. Hashtag good day.
Good day. Hashtag good day is what he said.
It'll throw
Let's do
off.
hashtag Miss Fever. I like hashtag Miss Fever. How often are we going to get to use that one? But again, I appreciate you all. I love you. Until next time, keep your fish healthy.
You have to wish them a happy Father's Day. Tomorrow is Father's Day.
Okay. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day so I don't get beat up anymore. See, this is what happens when I don't have a headset on. I lose it. It keeps my brains in. Y'all didn't know that. You thought it was just for audio. Happy Father's Day, everybody. That it's applicable to, I guess I should say. But again, I love you all. Thank you all. And until next time, just have fun, enjoy each other, and we'll see you on the next go round. Bye, guys.